Thank you for listening to the 39th Street Church of Christ Daily Devotional. The devotional today is A Controversy with God About Mercy by Jack Williams.
Yesterday we began looking at a passage in Hosea, the 4th chapter, where the prophet says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there's no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land." Now you think about that, we saw that a controversy, there is a conflict, there's an ongoing battle or war of sorts between those two. And we noted we don't want to be at war with God. We don't want to have a controversy or a conflict because we know what the outcome of that will be. But he noted the reason for that, first of all, we saw was there's no truth. And we noted how sad it is that people say, oh, the Bible's true, but then they don't accept it as truth. They always find excuses. But then you look at the idea of the next one is mercy. No mercy in the land. You know, you think about mercy and what it means in our life. Well, spiritually, of course, God having mercy, he doesn't give us what we deserve. Paul called himself in the letter to Timothy a chiefest of sinners, and yet he obtained mercy. You know, the wages of sin are death, and the gift of God is eternal life. Well, grace is him giving us that we don't deserve, but mercy is him withholding what he could do. Now, you look at that, and how does that apply to our lives? Well, first of all, it does apply to our lives. You look and you find in the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, there he tells us that blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. In other words, if I don't have it in my life, I ought not expect it from God. One of the things we see is the idea of reaping and sowing, as noted in the Galatian letter. We can't mock God. And so we look and we think about society today. How much mercy do you see day in and day out? You know, I was by the store just a while ago, and a man happened to pull out in front of another. And I tell you, that man, he was laying on his horn. He started to open the door. I thought he was going to go after this woman, and I was stepping back over there. Don't know what I'd done except maybe grab the woman and run with her. But the fact is, that man was not merciful at all. He was just vengeful and mean. You know, if you look in the thesaurus, that's kind of some of the words that come up whenever you find an antonym, that is an opposite of it. And sadly, our society is about like that. Everybody is looking upon their own things, as Paul told Timothy. He spoke of Timothy, and he said, I have no man like-minded who will just naturally look upon the affairs of others. Well, today, people are just mean. And we need to make sure as we go through life that we set forth godliness, and one aspect of godliness is God's mercy. Note sometimes in your studies, your reading of the New Testament, how many times Paul speaks about the mercy of God. And we ought to be displaying that in our lives. Titus 2, verse 11 and following, we find that we're to live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. We let the beauty of Jesus be seen in us, as oftentimes we sing, and that means that I'm not mean. I'm not one who is out for retribution. I'm not just ugly to people, and yet that's where society goes. Now, the danger is, we talked about it the other day, 1 Corinthians 15:33, leaving little trails for the devil. We can be around people and we become like them. We have the ability to be different, to be merciful ourselves, to be kind. You look and somebody does something a little wrong. What happened to the old deal about just smiling and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Excuse me"? And even if they are not taking care of their own attitude, I'm not like them, am I? You see, I'm not to be conformed to this world, as we speak of in Romans the 12th chapter, but I'm transformed. And so I'm a different person than the world is. And one of the aspects that this world needs is mercy. Let's be gentle, kind, forgiving. Those are some of the synonyms of mercy. I hope that we make a difference in the world today. First of all, you begin by making a difference in your own life. So I go forth and I show mercy. And whenever I do that, I make my life better, and it's going to help society, I guarantee you. You have a good day. Thank you for listening. Be merciful today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short devotional. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll be notified of other devotionals that will be forthcoming. Also, we encourage you to join us online live as we stream our services at each service time. More information can be found on our website at the link below. Thank you.